Hi there. Let's connect and how to get visible on social media. This is my topic for today. And as you can see by my little avatar, Bob, his name's Bob Launch, um, he is totally confused with what's going on. How does he put it all together? How does he deal with social media and websites and email marketing and all of that? He's just going crazy. But today we're going to talk about this is important for Bob, and it's probably important for you too, is how do you get visible on social media? So let's get going. So the first thing is you want to sort of do a little audit on yourself. How visible are you? Can I or anybody else get to know you by viewing you on your social media platform? And even if they do, how long does it take for me to know who you are? So, can I learn that quickly or does it take some time? Now, social media is supposed to help make you visible, right? That's what everybody tells you. Because social media should be used for three main reasons: branding. What do you stand for? What are you known for? So, for example, my partner and I are known for our line Easy Peasy. We make marketing easy peasy. So, you will find that everywhere in all of our marketing material as well as our social media. And that's what we want to be known for with our customers, that we will help make their marketing easy peasy. We teach in baby steps. The next step is, so think about your branding. The next thing is making connections. Is your social media helping you make connections? And the last thing is it helping you create relationships? So you want to again do that audit on yourself and say, is my social media doing that for me? And remember, social media is not where you sell. And I see a lot of people that that's what they do. They sell, and not only do they sell, they're yelling, they're telling people, this is my stuff, here's who I am, blah, blah, blah. But there's no interaction. And therefore, you're not going to be building relationships when all you're doing is yelling. So, what's the best place for you to do your networking with your social media? And what platform is going to get people to know you, like you, and trust you? Because seriously, that's what you want your social media to be doing for you so that they will get so comfortable with you that they will be considering having a Zoom call with you or having a physical meeting or buying your products. That's what you want them to do. And and then also in a networking meeting, what should be your connector? Many times I go to Zoom meetings and we're all told to put things in our chat box. And many times I see people will put their Twitter handle, or they put their Instagram link or whatever. And it's like, I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Instagram. So we're probably never going to connect. Now, granted, maybe that's okay because then maybe we're not of the same sort, that we're not on the same networking platform. But on the other hand, we both may have missed an opportunity connecting with each other, and maybe we would have been a good fit for each other, but we'll never know because we didn't have the right connectors. So let's just talk about the different platforms, and I'm not going to go into all of them, but just wanted to go to a couple of the major ones that I think make a huge difference. So Instagram is an awesome platform and it does a lot of great stuff. And I know that people who love it, but there are some limitations to it. First of all, you only have one call to action link. So you better make it be good for that regard, right? Because you only have one link they can click to. So if you wanted to tell them to join your newsletter or you've got a special event coming up, you're not able to put that call to action link in your profile. So you would actually have to take the one out that you already have, put in a temporary one and send them to your profile, and then make sure you put it back after the fact. So it's very limiting in that regard. Also, too, very short text messages. So if there's a lot you want to tell them, this is not the place to go and do that. And there's very little engagement. You're looking for followers, you're gauged by how many followers you have, but there's little get to knowing back and forth. And so therefore, it's also very hard to get to know you. I may look at all your photos and I have to click every single one to see what the text was with that before I can get to know you. And even with all of that, I still might not really have a good sense of your products and your services. I might know a little bit about your personality, but I still might not know a lot about you. And certainly, definitely, no conversations are being had on Instagram. The other one, that's the biggie, obviously, is Facebook. And unfortunately for pages, there's very limited reach in the newsfeed anymore because they want you to buy ads, right? So unless you're buying an ad, if you post something on a page, it's going to be really a struggle to get people to be able to see that post. So some people I've noticed, knowing that, have decided that they want to use their profiles, which is your personal thing, like the Janet Eli as opposed to the Launch for Life, and they want to use their profiles for their business to connect. But I like to use my Facebook profile strictly for my family and fun. Like today, I did a really cute little video of looking out on the sunset. Well, I don't think I want business associates to see that. That's just really for my family and friends. So therefore, that would mean that I would be very limited about what I could put on my profile that I didn't want those people to see. And anyway, Facebook has very strict rules of engagement, no commercial use on your profile. They want you to do that with your Facebook page. So you got to be it's a very delicate act, making sure that you don't use your profile to be too salesy. And again, there's rare conversations for business. Now, Facebook groups are a sort of a different scenario. Those are definitely, you can use those for business. But again, oftentimes you can chat back and forth, but you got to have that fine line of having conversations about your business, and you got to follow the rules of the Facebook group. So the next one is LinkedIn. And this is the one that my partner and I love being on. And obviously it's B2B, but it's also B2C in the sense that your consumer could also be on there, even if they work for somebody else. They don't all have to be entrepreneurs or business owners. So it's definitely an awesome place to connect. So depending upon the type of business that you have, LinkedIn may be a great place for you. However, I will tell you, you're not really connected until you start a conversation. So here's Jillian and I. We could both be sitting on LinkedIn, but if we're not talking to each other, nothing's happening. So we're just yelling, right? We're just yelling. So Jillian and I need to be looking right at us. And I don't know if you use Bitmos. We love Bitmos. So we created our own Bitmo characters. And I love having them because I can have myself doing all sorts of different things, and I use them in my graphics. I use them in comments, and I just love my little Bitmo. I think she's cute. And then of course my sister Jillian, she's got long curly hair, so she has her own. She looks fabulous. Anyway, so let me give you a few LinkedIn tips for networking. So this is specifically for networking. So first of all, posting is good. There's nothing wrong with posting. And you can have a variety of posting. So you can do some texting, some videos, some graphics, some articles. You can do combinations. You don't have to do just one thing. In fact, LinkedIn likes that you do a variety. So keep that in mind. But in addition to that, you also want to be liking and commenting on other people's posts. It's the secret sauce. So you could spend your 15, 20 minutes that you're going to be on LinkedIn this morning. And instead of doing a post, you could just scroll through your newsfeed. And if there's anybody that you would like to have a conversation with, get to know them better, or maybe you're following them and you haven't quite connected with them, this would be a great opportunity for you to like them and comment. And when I say comment, put the little @ sign with their name in front of it, their LinkedIn name in front of it. So that way they'll be sure to see what you said. They'll get a notification that you made a comment. It helps in two ways. Number one, it helps the person who put together the post, right? So the LinkedIn will say, oh my gosh, this person's posts are getting good likes and good comments, so they'll kind of serve it up to more people, which is number one. And the second thing is it lets the person know that you really appreciated their post and that it made a difference to you. So two things. And talked about videos before, but another secret sauce for videos, it's always do them with captions. When people are going through their news feed, they have the sound off. You have to click it to get it to sound on. So somebody may be scrolling through and they see you going, but if they don't hear what you're saying, they may continue to scroll versus if they can see the captions at the bottom and it's telling them what you're saying, they may say, oh, Janet's talking about such and such. I think I'll stop and listen to her. And then they can either look at the captions or they can turn the sound on and listen to me that way. Also, too, Google bots don't have ears, but they have eyes. So it serves up for your Google analytics and etc. than it would be if you didn't do that. So here's another tip for networking on LinkedIn. Go look and see how you're doing. Go check your social selling index. If you click this link, this link right here after the presentation, you will actually, and I've got it here so you can copy and paste it also. And that is, you can then, it will take you to the Sales Navigators page. You can, for free, you can get to see what your social selling index is. It's based out of 100. However, if the last 25 is really based on, you'll never get to 100 unless you have Sales Navigator. So, which I'm not recommending that you do that, but I always tell people that who want to buy either the premium or the Sales Navigator, they're using LinkedIn for leads, and like that's their whole marketing strategy. And therefore that's probably worth it for them to be spending their money because they're probably going to spend, 50 to 60% of their day on LinkedIn doing that. If that's not you, then you probably don't need to spend the money for those two programs. But when you check your social selling index, you can see a number of different things that would tell you how you're engaging with clients. Are you in the right industry? What do you need to be doing better? So I would highly suggest that you go in and check that out. The other thing you want to do is check your dashboard. And this will tell you like how many looks you've received on some of your recent posts. And it also, as you can tell you, like who's actually looked at your profile lately. So I'm not saying you want to reach out to that person and say, hey, I saw that you were stalking my profile. That would be kind of weird, right? However, it might get you to think, oh, this person's interested in me. So maybe I should start an engagement with them. Maybe I should offer to connect with them if we're not connected. Or even if we are connected, perhaps this would be a good time for me to send them either go through their newsfeed and start commenting on them, or I could send them a direct message and say, hey, how you doing? I was wondering if you'd like to get together for a Zoom call. So look at who's following you. And if there's somebody that you want to strengthen your relationship, checking your dashboard is a great way to help you do that. Now, I also wanted to tell you that I am by far means I am no LinkedIn trainer. I am just giving you some good ideas of things that I've applied to my time being on LinkedIn from a sort of an amateur point of view that I think will be helpful to you. And they've certainly helped make me better. However, there are some awesome LinkedIn trainers out on LinkedIn that you should be following. The first one is Jeff Young. He's called the LinkedIn Guru. And I am telling you, he is an awesome man. He's retired and he has nothing for sale. This is his just giving back to the world. He just loves being on LinkedIn, and he does virtual LinkedIn seminars. And I would just follow him and you will learn so much about him. Jeff also loves to use his own Bitmo, and at the end of every session that he does with you, he kind of doing his little namaste. So definitely, here's his link. I would definitely go follow Jeff and just watch what he's doing. He is absolutely amazing. And the second person I would recommend is somebody now, but by the way, there are others. So I'm only showing you two in this presentation, but there are plenty of other awesome, awesome trainers out there. So you definitely want to go look for some more of them. But here's another one. So if you would like to get a different perspective from somebody who's on, so Jeff was in America and you want to now look at somebody on the other side of the pond in the UK, because I think sometimes it's depending upon who your market is, you might want to be looking at what works good in the US and what works better in the UK. There may be some similarities, which there are, and there may be some differences simply because you have some different cultures. But John Asperian is from Wales, and he is also a LinkedIn trainer. And it's funny, so Jeff is like the LinkedIn guru, and John likes to think of himself as relentlessly helpful. So he has a different context the way that he talks. Now, John does have paid programs. He does do copywriting. He does have some LinkedIn paid trainings, but he also has a ton of free stuff. Follow John, get on his newsletter, and I'm telling you, he will be constantly giving you new LinkedIn tips. He tries things and then he shares the results. And so if you want to increase your visibility on LinkedIn and want to learn how to do these things, definitely you want to go follow John. So that's it for my LinkedIn tips for the day. These are networking tips because, as I told you, I look at social media as a way to network. I want people to get to know me, like me, and trust me so that eventually they may want to do business with me, right? That they may see, not that they just want to do business with me, but they may see that I have something that's necessary that they need in order to further their business. So we help people with their online marketing process and video marketing strategy. So if you're somebody who's looking to have a video presence on LinkedIn, we're your team to do that. If you're struggling with, I see this process, but I'm not sure how to tie it all together, and I want to figure out where I want to be in 90 days, then I'm your gal to give you some coaching and strategies on that. So if you've loved this presentation and you'd love to connect with me, you have a couple of ways. First of all, you can connect and start a conversation with me on LinkedIn. And here is my LinkedIn profile link. And tell me that you saw this presentation and I'll be happy to connect with you. And then I have another way. So one of the things when I go to a networking meeting, I find that often people are asked, put your contact information in the chat feed. And what's really interesting, some people will put their email address. Well, how can I know, like, and trust you if I just have your email address or your phone number? Or maybe you're going to give me your Twitter handle. I would say handler, but it's handle. I know. And or your Instagram link. And I'm like, if I'm not on Twitter, if I'm not on Instagram, it's probably not going to help me get to know you. We're not going to connect. So missed opportunity, right? So what we have that we put together, my brilliant brother-in-law put together, is he created a tool and it's called Let's Connect.me. It's literally a digital business hub that actually does the talking for you. With this hub, you can put down all of your information. You can have a video in there. You can have links to everything. And the neat thing is that when you're actually in a networking meeting, you can put your link. So I can put my Let's Connect.me Janet Eli in the chat box. So if somebody clicks it, they're going to see everything about me. Or I can make it even easier. I can just tell them, take your phone, open up your camera, put it over this QR code, and it's going to actually open up my digital hub on your phone. And from there, you can either save me as a contact, or you could actually save my entire Let's Connect hub on your home screen. Now, if that's not cool, I don't know what is. You can put it in your email signature and you can do so much more with it. And literally, I could do a presentation just on all the cool things that you can do with your Let's Connect.me. And by the way, if you're on Instagram and you only have one link, this is the perfect link to have because it'll have your website, how to find me. If you've got some special going on, you can have a link for that. You can show them where your YouTube channel is. You can have a link to a PDF. You can have a link to a scheduler. You can have everything in there and it looks awesome and it's customized just for you. And so we have a free forever version. We also do have a premium version. So you have a choice which way you want to go. So if you're interested, all you have to do is go to letsconnect.me and find out more about that. So anyways, that's my presentation for today. I hope this has been helpful for you, that you're going to go check your SSI index, you're going to go check your dashboard, you're going to go follow Jeff or John and use it to improve your LinkedIn. You're going to probably go back and then want to do an audit of your LinkedIn profile and make sure that you're doing everything right. Or, do you have empty boxes? Do you have the right connections? Do you have a good banner over your photo? So all those kinds of things, but they all come one at a time. But anyways, if you'd like to reach out to me, if you'd like to have a connection with me, talk more, please go ahead, either go to my LinkedIn, let me back up here, go to my LinkedIn, Janet Eli, or the best way is connect with my Let's Connect. And I hope this has been helpful and have a wonderful day.